And welcome, everybody, to episode 76 of Lyndhurst Community News. Today is Wednesday, December 11th. And if you have any news to send in from your club, your church, your sport, team, school, organization, as well as birthdays and anniversaries of note, please email them to lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com. I will leave that email and all contact information in the description box below the video on YouTube, so you won't find it on Facebook. All right, I want to lead off this week with a story that is getting ever more bizarre by the day. And, of course, this is not just about Lyndhurst, even though they were here the other night. This is about what's going on across the whole East Coast, across the United States. It's also happening in the UK, various military bases in countries around the world, not every country. It's been the appearance of these mysterious drones. Now, they're calling them drones, and for all intents and purposes, I guess that's what they are, but they're awfully big. Now, Sunday night here in Lyndhurst, police officers spotted several drones moving across the township, one of which was, according to one officer, only a little bit higher than the top of a tree, and it appeared to be the size of a small car. Now, these are not the type of drones that you can order from Amazon. These are not typical commercial drones. Frankly, we don't know what they are because we cannot get any answers from anyone. Now, they've been appearing in no-fly spaces, such as over Bedminster, Picatinny. These things are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. So the question is, what's the government saying? What are they telling us? Well, they're not telling us anything yet. Supposedly, they don't know either. Now, I know mayors don't know. And there's been a bunch of mayors who've come together and have demanded that we be given information as to what are these things. Because if they are just somebody playing a heck of a game, and I don't know how they would pull this off, then why haven't they been brought down, or at least one brought down? So I'm going to play for you some fascinating stuff. In fact, I have a clip here from Senator Chris Smith, who actually had stood in Island Beach State Park with the sheriff of Ocean County and has been in contact with members of the Coast Guard, none of whom have any answers. Now, today, which is Wednesday, of course, December 11th, mayors from every town in New Jersey have been invited to an in-person briefing. Because this was a private message, I'm not going to disclose where, but representatives of the New Jersey State Police and the New Jersey Office of Homeland Security and Preparedness will be there regarding the reports of the drones. Due to the nature of this briefing, the invitation was restricted only to mayors. No staff, business administrators are not allowed, no council people, no one, only mayors. Now, I know that sounds strange, off the curve, but statutorily, mayors are the head of emergency management for each town. So therefore, all type of emergency communications are transmitted through the mayor. The mayor then, of course, appoints an emergency management coordinator. I don't know if they were included in this. And I don't know what they're going to hear, and I'm not sure that the mayors are going to be allowed to say anything. They may be told to have to sign a non-disclosure. So what are these things? Nobody seems to know. And if they're flying in no-fly zones, where's our military? So I can't imagine that they don't know what this is. Now, we're hearing, because we don't know what it is, you're hearing everything online. Everybody's saying these are aliens. Who knows? Now that the government has admitted that they have non-human biologics, meaning, I guess, alien bodies, I guess that's a nice way of putting it, who knows what's going on? But they don't look like they're from another planet. They look like they were made here on this planet. The question is, why are they so big? Why are there so many? And what are they doing? So now here's the fascinating thing, and I'm going to play this clip. Here's Congressman Chris Smith, and I believe this was from yesterday. He's actually talking about what's going on and his own personal experiences. And this is amazing. Listen to this. All right, here we go.
Last night, I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. So we thought maybe they'll replicate it. They didn't, but we thought it was a possibility. Last night, we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them. So,
all right, that was you could find that clip actually on Twitter X. The reason why it's hard to hear is because he was speaking from the congressional chambers down in Washington. But that's bizarre. And I just do not believe that our military does not know what this is. The question is, why are they allowing this to go on without telling people? Now, there have been zero reports of any of these drones doing any kind of damage or putting anybody in danger. There have been some interesting reports of people going outside with their laser pointers, pointing them at the drones, and then the drones communicate back by pointing their own laser beam or whatever they have. So these are not ordinary drones. These seem to be very high military drones. Are they from Russia? Are they from China? I doubt that. First of all, they wouldn't be able to fly across the world because the lithium batteries wouldn't carry them that far. So the only thing you could think of is that they're being launched. Now that we're hearing Congressman Smith, and I've heard these reports, especially from state police, that they are seeing them come over from the east, over the ocean, and then they branch off, and they go to wherever it is that they go from there. So if they're launching off of some kind of ship out at sea, well, where's the Coast Guard? Where's our Navy? I mean, there's no way this is there's no way they don't know what this is. And if they don't know what this is, then what does that mean? I don't know. Obviously, it could mean anything. So this is a mystery. I haven't seen one personally because I don't have much sky around my house. I live at the bottom of a hill. I've got a lot of trees, and I'm, this time of the year, who's outside looking up? But they only show up between 5:30 and midnight, it seems. Not overnight, but they want to be seen for whatever reason. So I would love to hear everybody's thoughts. You could write them either on YouTube or on Facebook. What do you think these things are? And do you think we're ever going to find out? Because we're going to have to find out something. There's no way. This is too big and too far gone now for this to just be, as we say, memory hold. The press is covering it. National media is covering it. Too many people are seeing it. Millions of people have seen them. They're all over the place. What is this? So let me know what your thoughts are. All right, now moving on, because we're getting so close to Christmas, we have a lot going on this weekend. So don't forget this Saturday, December 14th, is the Christmas in the Park. It's an annual tradition here in Christmas since 2005. It begins at 5:30 and it goes to 9 p.m. Of course, it'll be in the town park. The rain date, although it doesn't look like it's going to rain over the weekend, would be Sunday the 15th. And there's everything there, including photos with Santa, tree lighting, the tree lighting ceremony. The tree's already lit, though. I wonder how they do that. They must turn it off and turn it back on again. There'll be horse and carriage rides. There'll be a live nativity scene, live music and dance performances. There'll be a trackless train, costume characters, hot chocolate, hot apple cider, as well as coffee. So you don't want to miss that. There'll be also cookies and candy for the kids, and special performances by the Belltones, which is a children's character review, as well as another group, the Trio of Carolers. So lots going on. Okay, so what do I have here? Oh, so this came directly from the mayor's office. Now, at this weekend's Christmas party in the park, there's going to be a special performance by Ray Monty, whose actual name is Ray Scaglione. He is the son of Lou Monty. Now, Lou Monty, for many of you who may know, of course, legendary Italian-American singer, but he was also from Lyndhurst. Yeah, and lots of people remember the family. They were from literally down the street from me on Summit Avenue. As a matter of fact, he dated my Aunt Helen in the early 1930s. So he's known for his iconic songs such as Dominic the Donkey, Peppino, the Italian Mouse, and E Marie, and C'è la Luna. We all know that one. So Mayor Jan Giarrusso and the commissioners are proud to commemorate Lou Monty's legacy by honoring Ray Monty with a copy of a special remembrance plaque that will also be placed within the township of Lyndhurst. Now, as a proud member of the Italian-American community and a former Lyndhurst resident, Lou Monty's music and cultural influence continue to resonate deeply with both his fans and the township. His contributions to music and culture have left a lasting a lasting impact, and he will be remembered for generations to come. And he famously, of course, included the lyrics, "Are you from Lyndhurst?" which was a line at the end of Darktown Strutter's Ball, Italian style. Now, if you want to hear that, just go on YouTube and search for it. At the end, he says, "Are you from Lyndhurst?" And so that's a nice little wink and a nod to our community here. So lots going on this weekend, but we also have 2 different opportunities for your children to take pictures with Santa. So the first opportunity will be at the Sierra Coffee store, which is at 302 Ridge Road, this Saturday, December 14th, beginning at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm going to leave a link for you. It's free. You just have to reserve your spot, obviously. They'll be there for 2 hours. Santa will be there. Bring your children, have a cup of coffee, and take a photograph. And this is being sponsored and hosted not only by Sierra, but sponsored by Ilya Gelman, who is a registered realtor, business person, and mortgage broker here in Lyndhurst. So, yes, there's a lot going on there. And also, the Rotary Club of Rutherford is hosting Photos with Santa on Saturday as well from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Kearney Bank, which is at 307 Stuyvesant Avenue on the corner of Valley Brook Avenue. Photos can be taken with your cell phone or a camera. Donations, and it's a $10 donation, are to benefit the Rutherford Rotary Club, that's a tongue twister, which supports Rutherford, Lyndhurst, North Arlington food pantries, and scholarships. So there's lots of opportunity to take pictures with Santa this weekend. And I mentioned it last week, but if you can't make it Saturday at those 3 different occasions to take pictures with your children, with Santa, you can do it Sunday, December 15th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the American Legion, which is going to be a waffle brunch with Santa. Tickets are $10, but that includes breakfast, and that's waffles, ice cream, bacon or sausage, eggs, coffee, and or juice, holiday treats, as well as, of course, a visit with Santa. That's at the American Legion, Sunday, 11 to 1, 217 Webster Avenue, side door entrance. All right, now there will be no show during Christmas week, obviously. So next week will be our holiday special, and I'm going to be happy to say that once again we will feature the amazing performances of the Lyndhurst High School Chorale as well as the Lyndhurst High School Jazz Band, who put on a whole bunch of great songs last week. We recorded them, and they will be next week's holiday special. So if you never had a chance to get out to see them, you can listen to them right here next week. And again, we always talk about the importance of smoke detectors, and we have had a great many house fires in this town, 2 of which were, thank God, nobody was hurt and there was minimal damage. Last week, unfortunately, we had a very severe house fire on J Avenue. I'm sure you've heard about it. Most of the people, of course, got out. Unfortunately, one gentleman was pulled out and rescued, resuscitated, and then sadly passed away from his injuries the next day in the hospital. Apparently, there were no smoke detectors. So smoke detectors save lives, and we always think it can't happen to us. But especially around this season, Christmas trees, real Christmas trees, people forget to water them. They get dry. You have electrical lights around them. Maybe those lights are old now. The lights have become so cheap. If you have lights that are older than 5 years, I really recommend getting new ones, because the newer they are, the safer they are. So please, our fire department does an amazing job. They're all volunteers, and they always tell everybody, get a smoke detector as well as a carbon monoxide detector. It is very important that you do so. And that's it for this week, folks. I look forward to next week's holiday episode. In the meantime, just keep looking up and seeing what's going on with these drones. I can't wait to hear what's really going on. Who knows? Maybe it's something they just don't want to tell us. Well, we'll have to wait and see. All right, folks, enjoy this coming weekend. Lots to do with you and your children and families as we approach the Christmas holiday. And remember, a community is not its roads, buildings, and homes. A community is its people. Get to know your neighbors, look after your elderly neighbors, and let's keep Lyndhurst the wonderful community it is. God bless you all, and God bless Lyndhurst.